Wave, Jeff.
Hello. We didn't get a harump out of that guy.
Harump.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Messy Monday, and if you can hear the pre-show, you will know this is going to be rough. So.
The theme for this tonight is challenge accepted.
Yes, it is. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. Grumpy J already in the chat. Entertainingly Lame is here. Stever is here, and Steve Yogan is here. There are just as many Steves as there are Canadians here today. So, fight, go, fight, win. Anyway, so
who's the third Canadian?
I'm messaging with Ryan as Entertainingly Lame right now, so that's funny.
That's awesome. Good deal. Glad to have y'all here. Welcome, everybody. It is yet another weird winter day in South Carolina. They said the winters here would be mild. They lied. So,
it was not in the brochure.
It's not in the brochure. Interlame. Hello, Interlame. Grump J, Interlane. We're all going caveman today, so that's great. Do y'all remember Saturday Night Live?
The lawyer, Phil Hartman's lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer, but also it was Tonto Frankenstein and whoever else. They were on Saturday Night Live, and they would just kind of grunt and it was very funny. Anyway,
which probably was a direct take. Which was probably a direct take from Young Frankenstein, if I would guess.
Yes. And speaking of Young Frankenstein, Gene Hackman passed away, unfortunately. Sad story, all that kind of stuff.
Very sad.
That was his first comedic role, playing the blind guy in Young Frankenstein.
And it was perfection. It is the best. I mean, there are so many great moments in that movie, but that scene and his performance steals the show. That's a bold statement with the cast in that movie. So
yeah. That's a great movie. Yeah, I mean, of the span where Mel Brooks could do no wrong, and still he's hilarious, right? So, anyway, yeah, super funny. And also, so if you watch the show, you are notice that at the beginning, if you're here at the beginning, you'll see the phrase "for Tom" on that. We had a dear friend. His name is Tom McDonald. Some of you may remember him or may not. He passed away. It's in 5 years, I believe. Is that what is it? 7. I can't remember what the anniversary was. It came up on the feed. So we lost him years ago. A good friend to a lot of people. He would love this kind of thing, this and everything, but we do miss our friend Tom. So Tom McDonald's a super cool guy. So I'm wearing orange in honor of Tom today because that was his color that he built with and everything. Good guy. So anyway, all right. How's everybody this evening?
Meh.
Breathing.
The Canadians are more positive. I don't know. So
that's because we're on this side of the border. Yeah.
That's it. All right. So anyway, I picked up Lego clearance this week. I've actually started finding spots. This is a $50 set that I got for $16.
Nice.
Which is I really don't want it, but it was $16. So
yeah,
I was forced to get it.
Then I got this Super Mario for like $8.50. So
what is that red piece? Is that one piece? That red thing?
No,
it's big curves.
Oh, it looks
like your mom.
Okay.
But anyway, I didn't want this one either, but it's fine.
My mom's dead, by the way.
So is mine.
Chris's, but that doesn't stop us from making comments about her. So
is Jeff's. So come on now.
She's not. She's still going.
That most of you have met my mom, so that just makes it even more awkward. So
yeah.
I have.
That's what your mom said too, but
it is exactly.
Oh, hey, Grumpy J, my son is 20. You know what I'm saying, and he needs a date. So holler. Yeah, 7 years. Right, 7 years. That's right. Since we lost Tom. Anyway, so which is just a reminder. Tom was an awesome guy to everybody. So do your best to be friends, be friendly as much as humanly possible, and even more so to everyone you meet.
All right, know you well enough? I mean, really? Did he?
Yes, he did. He did. he was quite he was good for advice and just to cheer you up, and he would be goofier on this than us. So he was a radio guy. He had done on radio. He had the radio voice, which was awesome.
Dirty Daggett back in that game.
That's right. All right. Hey, arranged marriages back in the day, they swapped goats. So if you've got a couple of the original Lego goats, we can just sign, seal, and deliver that.
Probably worth the same amount as back in the day. So, that could work.
All right. So let's see. Let's just spin around the room, but I'm going to start this time with Dana. What's this?
What? He's not ready.
While he's eating his food. No, I'm not going to do it. Because he's shoving food in his face and
just call me out here. I was all excited. I'm like, I'm gonna finish because he's gonna big screen somebody else. But no, it's good.
Bone in, baby, bone in.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Dana.
Bone in, baby, bone in. So for those of you who were not in the pre-show and don't know what the bone in reference is, I'm having some leftover ribs that I smoked on Saturday, and Chris was wanting to know where the bone was. And I'm having rib tips, and most of the bone had already been removed. So then, yes, the double entendres
start here.
It's a plethora of entendres, if I may say so. Anyway, I actually have one thing to show. I found, while not on clearance, I did find, and once I'm finishing my ribs, I'm going to build this nice little poly bag of a Millennium Falcon that I found.
I saw those.
Why did I need to pick this up? Because I have so many Millennium Falcons. Because I have so many Millennium Falcons. So I needed the poly bag for this new Millennium Falcon. So I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. Can I tell you something? When I first saw that, I'm like, why is the Millennium Falcon black in this set? And then I had to flip it over and look inside to see that it was actually gray.
It's just bad photo, just bad editing on the photo.
Yeah, or is it the new blue black dress thing? Is that Millennium Falcon black or is it gray?
It's gray. It's just the dark blue on this bag that is deceiving and makes it look darker than it is. But no, so I picked that up. I also saw, and I didn't pick up, and I don't know why I didn't, because I think it was in a hurry and it was at Target versus this was at Walmart, is that there is a new TIE Interceptor poly bag as well showing up. So I don't know if you've seen that or not. But I spent a good portion in this weekend, not a good portion, but a small portion, taking the paper backing off of a plexiglass cabinet or display case that I had gotten years ago. Actually, the Lug got a bunch of them, and I got one that's supposed to fit the Millennium Falcon, another one that's supposed to fit Hogwarts Castle, and another one that's supposed to fit the Disney Castle. And I thought maybe the Disney Castle one would work for my habitats in this gallery show I'm going to set up for this weekend. So I did all this, got it all together, and so I could figure it out. And I should have just started measuring before I started going through all the effort, because it is literally this much too small at the top. My habitats, I would have to do them as a very long, tall stack to fit them in the width of the case, and they would bump to the top, and that's just not going to work. So I went online and I found a company in New Jersey, which actually a lot of other AFOLs have used for cabinets or for display cases. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I could probably
Is it Shop Pop?
Yes, it is Shop Pop. So I went ahead and ordered a custom display case from them. A little more money than I planned on, but this actually makes it where I'll actually be able to take it to other places and display it and not have to worry about hands going in and grabbing things, which is also, again, while you were in the pre-show, one of the pieces at Atlanta BrickCon was taken off of my display, and I noticed it when I was packing it up. Someone had stolen my purple samurai helmet off of my purple habitat.
Really?
Yeah, and so I wanted to take pictures of it this weekend, and I was like, oh, I forgot. Let me go looking through my inventory and see if I've got a spare one of those. And I only ever got one of the samurais, because probably I've thought, why do I need two?
Right. That was the video samurai, right?
The video CMFs or bandmates is whatever you call them. Yeah. That came with the blue samurai or the purple samurai wrapper dude. So luckily, my friend Bricago or Bobby G,
hey Bobby,
Bobby.
It's
Bobby. He's hooking me up to let me borrow one of his. I went ahead and ordered a couple off of Bricklink, but I'm not going to guarantee they'll be here by Saturday when I need them. So I'm going to hook up with him tomorrow at the Lego store and pick that up. But so case should be here Friday. Fingers crossed. Worst case, Monday, and I'll move my display setup from Sunday till Monday. So we'll see. And then today I spent some time digitally designing something for Brick Loot. My longtime friend of the show, Aubrey, Dark Aubrey, reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in participating. And so I'm going to be sending her some rough drafts of something I've been working on today, and we will see if they like it or not. And hopefully in April, it means that I will have a Brick Loot box coming out with something I built.
Would this be Squish related?
No, it's not Squish related. One of the requirements was it couldn't be something that I've either made instructions for or sold or done before. So it's new. It's brand new. It's something that I haven't done. It's something I've done some things like it before, but it's something new as far as anybody else is concerned. So
is Aubrey is Brick Looter her thing? Is that a thing of hers, or
no, she works for them. She actually works for two. I think the way she described it to me when she was here in February is that she does something for another venture that the same company does, and then she also does Brick Loot too. And I think she spends more time on the other one than Brick Loot, but I'm not quite sure. I may have it mixed up a little bit. We should have her on to talk about it one day.
Cool. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Up there's hello everybody. Up if you need a video. Honestly, my bricks and minifigs, the little bin where they have minifigs in the little spheres or whatever. No, I didn't say balls, so you can say something. Anyway, so in the spheres, the round plastic. Anyway, the ones that you can get like $6, they've had like tons of those samurai in there before. So
really, it's your brick and minifigure at the brick and minifigure. Yeah, I guess I probably could have. You know what? I bet you if I slopped over to Johns Creek, they might even have some sitting in there. I
bet they do.
Probably. They do. Yeah. But this gives me a good excuse to hook up with Bobby. So, yeah.
Bobby's
got some business.
Fun Bobby.
You tell Bobby's I says hi.
I will pass on your condolences or your
my regards.
Your regards. There we go.
Warmest regards.
Warmest regards.
Right. Let's check in on Mark, Mr. Sandlin today. How are you, sir? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I was at the Targets today, and I decided to pick up the little this little creator set.
Oh, he's cute.
Nice.
And while everybody's been yakking, I built the Dougie.
Oh, the doggo.
And he incorporates the light brick that comes with it. So
that's actually very cool.
Oh, cool.
I was going to ask what lit up, but I didn't want to know because I was afraid it'd be like, behind corner.
Like that hole.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, it's cute. I like the Dougie, Space Dougie.
Agreed.
That makes the set better than I thought it was.
And then I also built the little burger car because Will brought me one from Seattle when he was here.
That's awesome.
So, and that is all of the Lego that I've done for the past week. So, actually, I've not been down in the Lego room since our last show a week ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sometimes some people come away from a con and just want to build a bunch, and like I came away from the last con sort of like, just not feeling very Lego-y after the convention.
Understood. That is understood. I think I got inspired to build, but then my body goes, "No, you're tired." So I finally got over that and I started building. So had time this weekend. All right, good deal. So what are the alt models on that 3-in-1, by the way?
There's the one on the front of the box, which is the robot, and then there's the doggy that I built, and then there's sort of a kind of a crummy looking rocket ship. It's kind of
the crummy looking rocket ship. It's very famous.
It's vaguely rocket ship-ish, but it kind of looks like the parts sort of stuck together in a tower.
Gotcha. Would you say
Oh,
that the doggy alt model is worth buying 2 of those so you can have the robot and the dog?
I mean, maybe the robot is not bad looking. Sort of like a.
I've seen the robot. It's pretty cute.
It's reasonably cute, and I do like the dog. I think the dog's very cute. So
It reminds me of the Robo Sapien dog. You know, the little like you'd get at Sharper Image back in the late '90s or whatever. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of cool though.
the Sony Aibo dog. So perhaps
That would be the Palomino. That is the ship that landed on the spaceship from. Yeah. The Black Hole is one of those movies that's like, this is a cool movie until the end, and then the glowing meatball meteor comes through the ship and it falls in, and then it scares the dickens out of you because they're like, well, they're in hell. I don't understand. Anyway, but the rest of Black Hole is a pretty cool movie. I like the Black Hole. Anyway, I built the robot. They're like, all right, cool deal. Good deal. Some more folks in the room. Alternative Candidate is here. Friday Night Bricks is here. So good deal. All right, so let's go to Matt. How are you, Matt?
I've been better.
Been better. Okay.
So I'm going to break one of the rules and just say I've been very unhappy for a couple of days, but I just apologize to my Canadian friends. So
We didn't do it, I swear.
I know, but I'm apologizing. So I'm sorry for all the grief that we're causing you folks. So I went to Canada twice last year, and just,
it's not you, Matt.
I know.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I've been wrapping up sorting brown. So Steve, when he was down here and staying for Atlanta Brick Kong, started sorting my quite large tub of brown, and he made good progress on it. And so I've finished sorting it into the broad categories, and you know, unfortunately for Steve's sake, you know, the colors that you don't enjoy sorting are the ones you leave for the last. So he at least made a good dent in the brown, which I don't use a ton, and I don't particularly like sorting brown. So I've had some bins sitting under my folding table downstairs behind the TV for probably 9 months. So finally those are getting cleared out. So I'd like to get to the point where I can actually take that table down and not have like bins of Lego to be sorted underneath that anymore. So we're making progress. 2024, I did a lot of traveling and I didn't do very much, didn't stay home a lot. And this year we're going to stay home a lot more. So I'm hoping to like just get the place tidied up. And I actually am excited. I actually have a couple projects percolating in the back of my brain, but I wanted to get the space in a better condition before I start dragging things out, because I'm a very messy builder. So I'm assuming it's some facet of the ADHD, but when I build, I set out all the trays and the colors I'm working in, and there's like, they're on the floor and they're on the table, and you can barely walk through my room because I need to see everything. Do I have that? Oh, you know, I can see it. And so I'm pretty messy. And so I'm trying to just bring some order to this collection. And then the other thing that happened, we finally got our bulk order sent in, and I kept finding little mistakes. So that was kind of driving me crazy. People who had accidentally changed the formula in the order sheet, people who had resorted, people who had deleted rows out of the order sheet, which I did not recognize until things did not add up right. And but I'm crossing both fingers that I caught all of those things before we hit send. At the end of the day, all of the like parts ordered, totaled, and the euros added up to the same quantity to what people's sheets said. So I'm cautiously optimistic that what we sent is the correct number. But
Yay.
It definitely was making my eyes go buggy staring at Google Sheets. So,
well, just have this prepared that if somebody complains and you go back and they got something that they didn't order or the wrong quantity or this, that, and you go back and you find out from their original sheet that they were one of the ones who reorganized their shit, you go, well, not my fault, your mistake. You learned your lesson.
Well, all the people who were creative, I let them know that I caught their errors. So those people were generally very apologetic.
They should be.
And but I'm worried about the errors I might not have caught. Those are the ones that that.
Yeah, but again, if somebody comes and says, "Oh, this is all wrong," that's because you screwed up your spreadsheet. Not my problem.
And then there was the one error that was definitely my fault, which was I posted in one person's order twice into the spreadsheet. Ooh. And I start going through, and I decided to redo every single order a second time. And I was like, how come I only have 58? The previous time I had 59. Like, this person's listed twice. I'm glad I caught that. I mean, they probably wouldn't have been unhappy to have double the parts, but of course they would have had to pay double the price. But anyway, so we'll see. Knock on wood. The other Lego news that I have, and several panelists here, this was not news to them, but as the ambassador, I got the email this afternoon for they are casting for Lego Masters Season 6. So I don't know. Really? They're just going to describe Lego Masters Season 5 as the lost season, or I don't know what they're going to do. But since it hasn't aired, and we've heard rumors that there's issues with the quality of the video, they reached out to me as the ambassador and said, "Hey, does anybody in your lug want to, participate in Season 6?" So for anyone who's watching and you have a desire, ambition to jump in, it looks like they're just starting to kick off the casting process. And so if that is something you want to take advantage of or try to get in on, go for it. So I'm as a viewer, I'm happy to know that they're not going to stop making the show, but I wonder what, I feel sorry for everyone that did Season 5 and it hasn't aired. I mean, hopefully it airs at some point. We'll see.
So it's got to be terrible if you are on Season 5.
Yeah, to hold the secret for however long they've been holding it for.
Right. And then you've been holding it so long, and then they don't air it, and you won the show, got the trophy. Right. Hey, maybe you got the cash, so then who whooped you do? But that just seems weird.
I mean, also just the fact that they're still not allowed to talk about it, even though it hasn't aired. They have to wait a certain period of time before they can talk about it.
Right.
Or think about how in the what was it, Season 4, one of the contests was, Lego mass produced the set you designed. What if there's something like that? What if someone won that and Lego's sitting on, thousands of copies of some set or some.
Well, can I just be honest? I think they're sitting on thousands of the last one.
You can be honest, because that's what I've heard from store employees is it has not sold. So probably they didn't do that exact same thing again. I don't think so. But you never know. You never know.
This may shoot myself in the foot in some future date if somebody actually pays attention to any of us and watches any of this, which I'm not counting on anyway. So
22 right now are, so just let you know.
Yeah, but I wonder if, because we've never seen or had them, I don't know if they've reached out to the Lug Master in the past to try and get people interested, but I wonder if by the number of people who have already who received mission information who did not respond back, because we're all like, we've been through this, we know the Rigman role, we know what you do and what you don't want, and it's not worth my time, and I've heard enough horror stories that I'd rather just sit home. So I wonder if that's why they're running out of, or if they're already struggling to find people of interest. I don't know.
Well, they reached out to me last time too. So this is the second time. So when they were casting for Season 5, they reached out to me as ambassador.
Okay.
So this is not new.
Okay. Then maybe that's not part of their standard practice. So I guess.
So no. Here's an idea. It's Lego Masters lug battle. So you get lugs versus each other, right? That would be awesome. Yeah. You have two builders at the time, and if you got to tag out, you tag out, right? And
okay, so that would be awesome, except for our lug has Simon and Nick. So
yeah, but Nick's already been on it, so he's disqualified. He can't.
Well, maybe. Okay, so our lug has Simon, so it could just be Simon.
Lug does have Simon, so yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try.
He's declaring victory already. I see how it is, Jeff.
I did. I saw that.
Well, how many Canadians have won in the past
Whoa.
past, including season 5, how many Canadians have won in the past 2 or 3 seasons, huh?
Well, we don't know who won season 5.
It doesn't matter because
Yeah. But seriously, actually, they could do like a Sweet 16 March Madness version of this with 64 lug teams start out
Was
and like
was
you
the
know, they-
influencer team, were they Canadian? Stacy and the other guy, I can't.
Nick
think
and
of his name.
Stacy, yeah, they're both Canadian,
Canadian. Yeah.
and they were the top 3 teams were Canadian. So
so they claim.
Oh,
Do we
Well,
really
no.
know?
I would much prefer they do, Brickmaster Canada. I mean, or Lego Master Canada. Let's just call it what it is, and just
Start your own league. Stop messing
You know,
up ours.
the thing with Canada, the New Zealand show, they actually have one of the Brickmaster judges or whatever is from Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know
Is
if
that
they.
right?
Yeah, I can't think
I
of his
didn't
yeah,
name.
Robin Sather
Yeah,
is
that's Robin Sather.
is our West Coast certified builder. We have 2. We have one West Coast, and we have Graham Diamond, who's here in Toronto, as our other certified Lego builder. So,
Awesome.
and yes, we do exist, Stever.
Yes.
We do exist.
North Montana. All right, Steve Pulda, how are you, sir?
Ouch.
I'm all right. I'm breathing. I had 2 things to talk about, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the second one was. Yesterday, I went to some of my lug mates' house, and we drafted a set.
nice.
It was this guy, the Ninjago Stone,
Ooh.
whatever.
Ooh.
So there were 4
What's
of
that?
us. There were 4 of us, and we cracked open 4 of them. So it's
That's
it's a 1,200 piece set.
Woo.
So it was quite the haul. Just some highlights from that. I mean, it's a great set because you don't just have to. It targets quite a few different types of builders. Like there's a lot of rock work and a lot of slopes. So if you're into landscaping, it's good. There's all the flowers and whatnot. There's also a lot of. So the pieces that I was after were olive green pieces. So I actually picked up like almost a whole half
Nice.
cup of these. They're like the corner 2x2s. These guys. So
Yeah.
this was almost empty when I started. So I mean, it's not the whole cup, but there's like I think there's 44 of these per set. So I picked up almost like a lot. So anyway, I also not the most exotic piece, but I did pick up 100 2x4 plates. So that's
Those are important.
Those are super important.
yeah.
Yes.
They're not like 2x4 plates, but it's kind of cool to have that.
Most commonly run out per. Well,
Yeah, and
you
just
run
like,
out of it a lot in one trip.
1x2s.
Hey,
A lot
as someone who used to make fun of people for drafting the Black Technic pins, and then later I had to order thousands of them, I totally get that.
lots of snot. I got like just as many of these in tan as I did in gray.
Nice.
Uh,
Those are a
Lots
great part. That is a vastly underutilized part.
I
I've
love
been
that.
going through those a lot lately.
And then the other cool thing is like, so I'm working on my Gargantos build, and he's going to end up being like olive green and stuff. So I did get a bunch of these 1x2 slopes, which are going to come in handy, and cheese slopes.
Technically, they're referred to as a half bow.
A what?
A half bow.
Okay. So yeah, those. Just some other random stuff, but I don't know. This is kind of where my Gargantos tentacle is coming along. So I'm using mixel joints right now, and like they're double mixel joints. I don't know if you can see that. I got,
Yeah.
So like it limits the amount of degrees you can go. So I got
But it creates the reinforcement. So no, that's
yeah,
fine.
because like this is like about as far as you can go before gravity starts taking over. So
Right.
I found these cool. They're like big chunky click joints.
Yep.
And they rotate.
Yep.
And they go up and down. So that's kind of how I'm going to achieve my angle.
Well,
I
that's
just need to figure out how I'm going to, because for the most part, his tentacles stay the same, but they do like they're going to end up tapering off at the end. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And
I have confidence in you.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But I was thinking about doing the flex tube route, and I just don't know. I'm just not flex tube isn't my jam. I just don't know what I'm doing. So
I think what you got there going so far is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
and then I don't know if you guys saw this. I know we were talking about it last week, but this is his eye right now.
Looks
So
cool.
the colors,
Oh, that's awesome,
not,
dude.
the color's not right, but these are like these zipline pieces that are kind of like creating the tissue around his eye, whatever you want to call it.
How are they locked in? Oh, yeah, okay.
So I'm using
Wow.
they're like those modified plates with the bars
Yeah.
that come off of them. So I've got a bunch of them in there. So it's really super finicky. Like I wanted to have like the right color dishes and stuff before I did it, so I didn't have to take it apart and I have to do this over. I probably spent like maybe like an hour and a half trying to get these zip lines to like stay put. It was like super finicky, but so far so good. I just got to figure out the rest of the guy. This is going to take quite a bit of brain power to figure out how to build this guy, but
I'm just gonna say the eye is like creepy, and I love it.
yeah,
It is.
it's coming along. I think I got a few more, but like it's such a bird's nest back there. It's like I don't know. I don't think I can put any more on it without, because like I've reached the capacity. Because as you start building up, focus for me, boy. It gets, the further out you get, the tighter it gets. So I don't think I can put many more of them on there. But I thought put this guy at an angle so it kind of gives him a little bit of like life to him. So it's not just a target, a bullseye thing. So
Yeah, it's not symmetrical. It's asymmetrical. I love it.
So that's what I got going on. There's something else, but like I said, I can't remember what it was.
It's really good though. I mean, super good. Like one of those. It's like it's Lego, but it doesn't look Lego. So you know, that's awesome.
I'm excited. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna like frame his eye and like make it stay there and not just look like a bunch of dishes applied on some bricks. So that's pretty challenging to figure. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna use like wheel well pieces or what. So I'm not sure.
You know what?
I have confidence in you. I have
and using all those mixel joints, it makes me think, you know what? Lego should return to mixels. I think they should do a new line of mixels because it's freaking awesome.
And if they did that, turn around and make the mixel joints in different colors.
Oh, yes.
So good. So good.
Like
I was working at the store when the mixels came out, and they sold like hotcakes because like a kid could come in with birthday money and walk out with a Lego set they could build, and they could rearrange it. They could snap things off. It was very, very flexible.
And they were collectible too, because they came out in like series of 3, right?
Yeah.
The one cool thing about these being this color, at least because they are exposed, so like I can incorporate these two colors into my color scheme, which is it works because like olive green and tan and dark gray, they kind of work together. So at least I got that going for me. But it would be cool to have like some like dark orange ones or something, some crazy colors. But
well, oh man, if they did them in new, I was figuring they might start doing them in nougats in some of the nougat colors because they've been doing those funky mini dog upscales. So still fingers crossed. But yeah, I used to pick up mixels for just the parts. I mean, they were cute little builds, but the part, I mean, at the time, that was the only way you could get those parts. So yeah,
you get the mixel joints, you could get the small half bow curves and all the doodads.
Yeah, they had a lot of parts in new colors as well because they would do some creative builds and stuff with it.
And I did so the new T-Rex skeleton. There's like this new click joint in it that looks really cool. Like I might have to figure out how to get my hands on these pieces. It's like a click joint that like it does all kinds of rotational stuff on it.
Oh yeah, the new Jurassic Park set.
It's superposable too.
New Elementary did a review on that piece.
In fact, let me. I've got that pulled up. No, not that one.
That's not it. Yeah.
It looks like it's a multi-piece type of thing. And it like rotates 360 and up and down, and I think it even like tilts another way too.
Oh, wow.
It's nuts.
Looks complicated.
Yeah, I mean, I can see this going into making the mech game for like Ninjago and stuff really go
Hmm.
bonkers. It's very cool. That's really good Greebles too.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything super else remarkable in that, but yeah, that new joint's super cool. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a great set. I'm not buying it, but it's a great set.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
what is it? Well, actually, I will say for
250, I
$250, that seems like worth $250 to me versus other things. So,
Even if it's just for parts, like
right?
Yeah, but there's a lot of parts in there, like a lot of small parts that it's just like a lot of those bone pieces, like the tusk pieces for the rib cage and that. I'm like, I thought about it, but then it's like it's just going to be a lot of parts that I probably won't ever use. That's why
Parts draft. Parts draft.
there is a frog in it. Also, they hit a frog in the stand.
That's awesome.
Nice. As well they should.
Is it a new color or just a?
No, I think it's green.
Okay.
Oh, I found my trans green frog when I was sorting the other day. So,
Nice.
yeah.
What set did that come in? Transcreen?
A dream set.
I don't remember the transcreen frog. That's just why I'm curious.
I don't remember. I don't remember what set it came in either, but I found him and right.
I'm working on it. Trans green.
Green frog.
Came in 6 sets.
Wow.
Oh no, sorry, it came in 6 sets. A lot of the old Scala sets apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the
And
most
Belgrade.
current one was a 2007 Skeleton Ship Attack.
And the original
Castle.
Jabba's throne room, or Jabba's palace in 2003.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
one of the things he was eating.
Then I have one of them because I bought that set.
Yep. All right, so we've gone through the list. Now we're just down to the Canadians. Which Canadian do we start with?
Start with Nathan.
It's a toss up.
I know you're leaving me to the end because of my challenge accepted comment earlier.
Not
I know.
really.
I'll make up for it. Don't you worry.
All right. Let's go with Nathan. Nathan, it's been a minute since you've been on the show. Hello, sir.
Hello, everybody.
What do you? There's an amazing motorcycle or something you're building there. What's going on?
That was part of this is actually a 1/5 scale, which we are calling it's Adrian scale, Adrian Drake scale. Copy of my motorcycle that I own. So trying to get that. That's in progress. I've got a lot of in progress. You guys are all talking about buying new sets and stuff. I haven't bought Lego in forever now. I need to get out there and buy some new sets with new parts so I can see what's out there. But yeah, and I'm working on this little guy. It's a little chibi Godzilla.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
That
awesome.
is cute.
That is
Yeah,
That is
awesome.
awesome.
So I had some feedback from Mark actually about, because originally I had this as the head, but he looked too angry, and
Yeah.
the person I'm building it for said the head was too big, and it is pretty big, but it's still, yeah. But I went with the cuter eyes and the slightly smaller head and stuff. So
Did we get small Paul approval yet on this?
I don't know if he's seen it actually. So
He did see the picture of
Did he?
other head. He saw the other head.
Okay.
And, I mean, he liked it. Of course, it's Godzilla, so he likes any Godzilla. But
Yeah.
You should toss up a picture of the new head, and I'll send it to him and see what he thinks.
of the new head. Yeah, I'll put that. I'll take a picture and throw it online there. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. My Lego room is a disaster, and I need to do something about that. I've got 2 or 3 ship scale things that I no longer have room for, so they need to get sorted into the collection. And I'm a little nervous about the amount of white bricks that I have in them because they're sitting out, and so we'll see how many of those I can recover from the builds. And they just announced today, I got an email announcing our Toronto convention in November that I'm excited about. Right, Jeff?
100%. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm excited about
Already
that one.
booked the time.
Yep. Going to have to do that soon. So that's going to be Bricks in the Six in Toronto. If you guys can make it up, please do.
And Brick and Many also in August.
Oh, there's That's right.
There's two in Quebec, one in August, one in October.
Yeah. I don't
So-
know if I'm going to make it to either of those this year.
Okay.
We'll see.
And if you go, they were very nice, and the food was excellent. I had excellent food in Toronto. So there's that like
Bricks in the Six had nothing to
Mediterranean,
do with that.
the kind of Mediterranean fast food place right down the street. It was very good. So
Yes. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. I'm trying to get back into. I've been away from the building for a couple months, as I've been mostly just sitting on my butt playing video games, but getting back into it. So I cycle between video games and Lego now. So
You cycle.
I
Get it.
The
The motorcycle. Sorry. I'll show myself out.
I was like, wait, what? What does that have to do? He's gone.
Nice.
Classic. All right.
Good to see
deal.
you all. It's been a while.
Yeah, and that's good to have you here. Always good to have you here. Let's see what Jeff's been building.
I was just seeing if Bricks and Pieces, the standard stuff, was back up, and it's not. So yeah, I got a toy to play with now. This just keeps me entertained for hours. No, I bought the cargo crane because I have a love of cranes, all things Lego. And I have to say, as soon as I started putting it together, I was a little disappointed because it's 8 wide, and it needs to be wider for this scale. But it has no points of articulation for turning, so any kid playing in it with this is just dragging it across the floor. But I love this color selection for these new vehicles and stuff. The bright orange, so the bright light orange. I did do some building this week. I've been working on my Blacktron platform, and I've built big honking gun that for the most part stays upwards and rotates for the most part. I'm using those hold on. Sorry. I'm using those click the turntables that have the slight click on them. So I need to switch that out to probably those pieces that Steve was talking about, the Click Ninja ones or something to make it a little firmer. Don't go there. And then
But he did.
yeah.
Maybe
I've
blue
been-
click hinges or something.
yeah. The front vehicle, I've added a box in the back, which currently now lifts up and is a missile rack, and it will spin. So I don't know. I'm still playing with this. Not totally happy with it. I've gone to the old 60s hinges because those have a lot more friction on them. So it can hold the weight of this. So
That can's so violent.
I don't see any Huskies.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Ron Huskies.
I haven't gotten there yet. But speaking of animals, I'm still running my current stream right now is running off my phone because I was supposed to get fiber on the weekend or on Friday, and that didn't happen because I want to say hydro pole, but I'm not saying it because you guys are going to be like, water pole? What are you talking about? My electrical pole out back that houses the cables, the cable company's stuff and the phone lines, it's deemed unsafe. We've had a family of beavers or something living in there, and they've basically hollowed out the whole pipe, the whole shaft.
Oh boy. Oh,
Anyway,
geez.
yeah. Sorry, I told you. I get
All
there.
the words.
This is like shooting a beaver in a barrel. I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm on hold right now to get my fiber internet. Luckily, I got my cable on Friday. My cable was out all week. On Friday, my cable came back in a plea for me to keep it, and I had cable all weekend long, and then I was about to work this morning, and my cable went dead again. Hopefully, I'll have fiber again by the end of the week, and I won't have to deal with that stuff anymore, and that'll make me happier because then I won't have to use data or. So I'm building, and I have found that I'm not trying to use my phone plan as much to do streaming and stuff. I could because I have a lot of data, but I don't want to because in case something happens, I have to go longer. I don't want to use up all my bandwidth. So I find myself not being down here as much building. because I usually have music streaming or something on my computer. So I've been in a bit of a rut for that, but I'm starting to get inspired again to continue building. I'm starting to get sick of the Blacktron project as well, just because I don't have an idea of what I want. So I might just put that on the back burner and switch over to something else. I don't know what that something else will be. So, and I'm currently on day 7 of my Star Wars advent calendar that's here.
Nice.
Which, I just noticed it sitting there in the picture, and yeah, I opened the city one during Christmas, and this one was just down here, and I'm like, oh, I'll just open it up when I feel like it, when I'm bored. So, but I only do one a day because then I'm not bored every word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. And for I can't think of Jason's screen name. From Maryland, the dude who's sometimes on with us. I can't think of his screen name right now. He was bugging me the other week to open up my Lego store again, my Bricklink store. So I did open it yesterday as well because I had internet yesterday and now I don't. But anyway, yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about, I'm assuming. He's got beard.
Old and Surly?
Old and Surly, yeah, Old and Surly. Thank you.
Old and Surly.
Yeah.
I didn't even know his first name. I just knew him as Old and Surly.
I know his first name because of the Bricklink orders, because he's placed like 8 or 9 of them. Every time he's on, he orders from my store. So anyway.
I'm sorry, what animal did you say?
The hairy beaver. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I thought his first name was Old. I didn't know.
No, his first name is Olden.
Yeah, Olden.
Olden.
Certainly. All right. So I did build this weekend. I built a couple things. So I'm coming up here to work and get some stuff packed up, unpacked and put on shelves. And then I like to become distracted, serendipitous, and either find something, rebuild it, tear it apart, and all that kind of stuff. So I've done all those things. But I did find from our friend Simon Liu, he gave some frog ships out years and years ago, these little yellow frog guys. So I wanted to display them. So I made a little Starburst stand, which is cool. These are cool little micro builds. There are a lot of one stud connections in them, but it's fine. It's fine. But then I revisited 2 versions of an attempt at making this, and then I redid it, and I'm happy with it. So I've built all of basically 78, 79 space in Mike Psyche scale for the new Explorer. And so I got those out. I'm like, you know what? I want to continue. So I've started making all the 1980 ships. So the X1 Patrol is here. Let me give myself a screen here. So the X1 Patrol is one of the favorites from back in the day. So I embiggened it to the same scale. And
Gemini Springfield scale.
That's right. The Mike Psyche scale. It's got a robot in the back because there's plenty of room. So I made that a spaceship there. Very cool. And I started working on my first space set ever was the Mobile Lab. So it has a soft spot in the heart kind of thing. So I'm remaking the Mobile Lab. And it's got the scanner tool. It's the elephant, right? So it has a thing where this extends out and can move around. And then it can retreat back up into the rover. So
technically that required the PG rating too, but anyway.
I was waiting. I was preparing myself.
You chose your words very, very nicely. So
it's cold on the moon. That's all you had to say.
Does the X1 have the landing gear?
I did not make the flip out landing gear. I got the structure right. I may then return and dig out and see what I can do about putting landing gear on it. So it's not finished.
It's a work in progress.
It has the old school landing things, but now that I've got this built, I'm going to start then scouring out the bottom and see if I can make some landing gear fold out and work. Yes. Yeah. So I want
Chris, that ship over your shoulder. I don't think I've ever seen that thing. And I've been staring at it all show. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that.
It's old. It is the F-104 fighter, one of my favorite airplanes. And so I made a space version of it.
That's awesome.
So the wings are that's folded down too.
Put an eye out with that thing.
That's right. So yeah, so I made it to accommodate the first space guy from the original.
Okay, yeah.
What you call it?
Minifigs.
Yeah. So, it actually does have a cargo bay in it, but
That's sweet.
so anyway, yeah, it was a fun build, but it's been long ago. But I didn't really make a lot of noise about it. I don't think. But there it is, F-104 spaceship kind of thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, thanks for noticing.
No problem. Sorry, I was kind of there. So
Yeah. I built a stand for it. It has been in my Lego room for a while. It was off camera in house in Kennesaw because it was up on a tip top shelf. So I don't have those anymore. So it's now down here trying to find a place to live. So there you go.
Oh, by the way, I remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
I got an email from Lego saying that my order from December 8th finally shipped. So I will get that this year sometime. I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
I can finally continue what I was building back in December.
I had 3 that I ordered in October show up in February, and by the time they got there, I had no idea what I'd even ordered. Like it was like oh that's right, okay.
And there's going to be a good probably hour of rediscovery. Like, okay, what was I doing and how was I building this? What was I thinking with these pieces? So, yeah.
I'm looking through the Discord channel at the shipping dates, and there's people that are saying like October 8th ordered, received February 28th. So there's still October orders that are shipping out from the warehouse. That's just crazy.
Jeez, that is crazy. Is that because they still can't get the U.S. thing online, or what's the deal?
I think that was because they were like redoing their plant or something, wasn't
it? They were moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd moved locations and screwed up the system badly somehow. We don't really know. But they last week there was an announcement that said all the parts that were supposed to come out, all the new parts, they're holding back now till June. And they'll release them in June so that they can get caught up and hopefully fix the system. In that article they said there were problems, but they didn't specifically say what the problems were.
In very Danish.
Yeah.
Very Danish.
Yeah.
Because they have all the best sellers on the site right now. And I actually ordered a bestseller order of like $100 worth of stuff, and it came like not even a week later.
It was coming from Chicago, so.
Well, yeah, because it's coming from Chicago.
It's coming from what was his name from Chicago? Sorry, I forgot the guy's name. Your buddy. Bobby is shipping them from Chicago.
Except for Bobby lives here in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
Well,
connection.
Yeah.
I know.
He'll put in a good word for you with the people in Chicago.
Yeah. He knows a guy.
All right. So let's talk about this really quick. So I realize I have enough points to do it. Is this worth it?
Points?
I don't know if it's worth it, but I pulled the trigger and have it coming.
I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
How many points does it cost?
2250.
2250.
Originally they said 20,000 or 2,000, so they actually upped it before they put it on.
It's
and I mean I've got one reserved. I haven't placed an order to actually pick it up yet, but
yeah, same.
I mean, you know, it's cute. It's got a monorail-ish thing, although it's an anti-monorail because it's 2 tracks instead of 1.
Yeah.
It's bio rail or a duo rail?
Just a rail, I guess.
Can I say the thing that bothers me, and I know this is me being really, really picky, is the color of the trans blue on the monorail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It bothers me.
Why? What
Yeah,
color
it should have been dark blue.
Should be dark blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and there were no trans yellow pieces or windows in that set whatsoever. It was all pretty much white and gantry looking. But I realized this was a fan made set, so they did what they did. Which is
and the fan made one actually used they used just the dark brown or the trans brown or black windscreen.
Yeah.
In that set.
And
the article from a few days, like a week ago, that actually showed the set for the first time, showed the fan made version originally.
And my biggest gripe is that this was a failed opportunity to give us a different color baby.
Yeah, how many babies are there now? 3?
White and blue. For space? Oh no, white, blue, and pink, right?
There's white, blue, and pink.
Yeah. Yeah, the elusive trans yellow one would have been awesome.
No, I want a red one. Give me a red space baby.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
red.
It's not just about space babies, Dana.
No. It's all about space baby.
Well, and then there's the whole thing about why don't they just keep this being baby instead of making them micro spacemen, because the face is different.
Yeah, which they did with the other GWP.
Yeah, they're not baby faces.
I wonder if that was because then they would be able to just keep making them, and maybe we will. And I keep hoping that we will get other colors, and that the space babies will always be the blue and the pink that came in the CMFs.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking too that they probably already had replaced the blue figure face with that one, so they're not going to go back and reprint the space baby face on it.
No.
So
they're doing them blue and pink so you can have them for your gender reveal cakes.
Where's the green?
And you can't technically put a space baby in a monorail that isn't completely sealed, right? So that's like against the law. So they had to use an adult.
Like
the
Cosmic Child Services would get called, or
Oh, trust me, I have dealt with those people long enough.
Well, and I will say the sticker, the sticker thing here, they went off book. That's not classic space sticker. That's not computers, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Or like Space Ocean.
I think the original fan made one actually had like a Blacktron or an Mtron type, or no, it was an Mtron or one of the other stickers or panels that he used.
Yeah.
In the original design, so.
It does have that old school looking dial from kind of late 90s, early 2000s thing, tiles, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's
not
free.
like
what else do you do with your points?
Well, buy Lego with them.
Parts.
Yeah.
That's $20 in points, or $22.50 in points, or in.
Yeah. I can buy a cup of Pick-a-Brick for that. So.
All right. So right now, let's go around the panel and place bets on whether Chris actually gets this or doesn't get it.
He'll get it.
All right, go ahead.
He'll get it.
I'll just do the opposite of whatever you say.
He doesn't want to be left out.
More than likely, what will wind up happening is that he won't get it, but somebody will gift him one.
True.
That's very likely.
That's possible. That's definitely possible.
My spouse is the techie person, and when the first Apple Watch came out, he was like, "Oh, I don't know, it's kind of lame." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, And about 6 months later, he's like, "Hey, I'm expecting a delivery. You have to sign for it." I'm like, "You got the watch, didn't you?" And he said, "Yeah, I got the watch."
Oh me.
Some things you can just count on, right? Just count on them.
All right. I don't know if I want that thing or not. I honestly, I didn't get the space babies. I got gifted one by a friend right over here, and I appreciate it. And then I ended up with another one. I think Jake won one, and so I've got the one that Mark gave me right over there on the shelf, and the other one's in the box. So it's cool. It's very cool, and it's spacey, but it's like I'm getting to that point now that I've got a smaller Lego space. Space. Go ahead. I'm like, I don't need that because I am going to place. It's going in a bucket in the garage if I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have place for it in here, right? So
in my parts draft yesterday, there came a point where I'm like, I don't want that. I got to put it somewhere. So I ended up like taking the minifigures. Like I know I can put those. Like, what am I gonna do with like 4 Technic things? Like, I figured out a spot for all this crap. So I'm just like, I should just go home. Just leave. Take over for me.
Do you ever look at New Elementary and go, "That's a cool part"? Crap, I don't want that because I ain't got a drawer for it. Do you ever do that? I mean,
Yeah.
My inventory system allows for it, so I'm good.
wait, did
That's
you
a
make it a
problem with
battle
drafts,
dog?
too.
Who do we lose?
Matt,
Yeah.
Did
he's got lasers.
I kick
Yeah,
you off? Or may have-
There's a whole bunch of leftover parts when you build the dog, so I gave him some lasers.
Lasers.
Battle dog. Oh wait, he's got to glow red. Be angry, battle dog.
There you go.
Destruction mode activated.
It'd be cool if his eyes glowed red too, because that would be hilarious. I have a by the way, I have there's a toy version of the Iron Giant, and you can open up his chest and hit a button, and he'll kind of make some of the battle noises and scary. So there was a toddler, his mom was talking to me, and he was playing with it. And I said, "Here, watch this, kid," and I hit it, and he ran from my office. It was awesome. I kind of went, "Oh, I'm sorry." So, it's fine. He was messing with my stuff.
I had read somewhere that someone had said it would have been nice to be able to buy points so you can get reward center items. Because I mean, Steve was saying that he's like slightly under 2K par.
That's called just buying sets.
Yeah, but you can't. Well, yes, but I'm saying that you could spend $5 or throw in $5 to get like 1,000 points or something like that or whatever, right?
But they want you to buy sets.
Yes, I understand
You
that.
could buy points.
You can
but
buy
that
one.
promo,
It's called
by the
buying
time,
sets.
yes, but by the time you buy that
You get
set
free Lego with those points too.
and
Yeah.
get the points, and it takes like almost a week before the points get into your account when you buy something. That
How do
item
you go
could
to
be
the
gone.
store?
Takes 24 hours at the store.
Yeah.
Okay, well, some of us aren't that close to a store. I'm sorry.
In America, we get our points almost immediately. So
Yeah. But you also have.
We know all about that.
Look what
Not even
Trump
gonna
did for
say-
us. Look what
yeah.
Trump did for us. He made sure we got our Lego points right away.
look,
Oh, I can't
Hey,
believe
do you
you
get-
said that. Oh.
Can you spend VIP points
Ugh.
on the bricks and pieces? Pick a brick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you
okay.
can.
I've never done that because there's no sets that interest me enough to spend my points on. So
The thing about online is you can't do more than one. You can't redeem more than one code.
That is correct.
You can
At a
at the
time.
store. They
Okay.
say, well, you've got $800 worth in points. How many would you like to put towards your
Sweet.
order? That's nice.
The latest system, you can apply your points at the point of purchase. Like as you're checking out, you can say how many points you want to apply. You don't need to buy gift cards anymore or the
Oh,
online
really?
codes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
they
you
take
just
How much I've ordered from online.
yep, you
Yeah,
can.
usually when I do it at the store, the employees are like, "Are you sure you don't want to use any of your points?" I'm like, "No, I'm holding on."
Yeah, Steve, you should spend those $800 worth of points.
I don't really have $800 worth of points. And if I'd have more problems if I had that many points.
Yeah.
Marital problems, right?
Yeah.
like our points
Separate
at the
bank
liquor
accounts,
store.
separate bank accounts. That's a secret to a good marriage, I'm telling you.
Oh, me. All right. Well, you know what? It's a little after the hour. This has been a great show. A lot of goofiness. Thank y'all for being here. In honor of our friend Tom, and to you, be awesome, build awesome, super be kind to your neighbor. We're glad our Canadian friends are here with us today. So good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Goodbye. Oh, by the way, loud noises.